position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Trojans will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass, it's Whittington. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Abraham. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He breaks a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punch it out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Floating away. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Bean. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw, it's Bean. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Abraham. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Try to get it to the edge. Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Back to throw, it's Whittington. Rushes on him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Bean. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with it. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Whittington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ware. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
The give to the tailback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking for a man, it's Bean. And the missed connection on third down.
And interesting, on third and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that third down.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Otis. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Lost the throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Otis.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Ducks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Whittington. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bean. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside.
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Bean. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the toss. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Bean. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The give to the back. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They come to the line on 3rd and goal, looking for their first points of the day. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Power football with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Balls and fired complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. But we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
They'll try to slam it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to slam in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Running to Green. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Whittington. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Otis. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Abraham. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Lasso. Lasso.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bean. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you
intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's caught. Open spaces. At the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Whittington. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.